change. So if you look at the top 10 skills of 2025, you will not see chemistry, biology, those things as your top skills. You look at analytical thinking and innovation. These are the top skills. This is why World Economic Forum which has defined it. And just putting 2025, it is available if you go to Google and ask for World Economic Forum top 10 skills for 2030. It is much scarcity. It's more like different than what we are seeing right now. So the world is changing. So our education, the way we teach and the way we evaluate also should change. One question which comes is whether SAS is dead. People say that I am doing BTech in computer science. But AI will take over the coding job. Why should I study computer science? That's a big concern that is always there. But computer science is not only coding. I think everybody will agree to that. Okay, so coding is something is only one smaller component which AI will take over. But there's a lot more than that which are actually has to be taught at computer science. And SAS is being actually redefined as a RAS, that is result as a service. So it is not that it is going outdated, but it is redefining itself as a newer term. So computer science is still going to be a kind of a subject which people need to study for long. It's not that these are going to be things, but the changes which are happening is something which is drastic. It is going out of output driven to outcome driven. So they are looking at the result, not as a kind of that okay, I have 10 students working on this project, so that is a big project. No, even if two students are working on a better project and giving a better outcome, that's what where my interest will be, not at the 10 students working for something where I'm not achieving such outcomes. And the other thing is vibe coding. I think you people have heard about vibe coding, where you need not be an expert in coding, but then you ask the chat GPT or some other things to give a coding, there you could do it. But the major challenge there is the code that they give it may not be the optimized code. So use the vibe codings are okay for maybe some applications in small website development and other things where you can visually look at. But if you're really looking at science, you should not be doing vibe coding. You should be understanding what it is and then working on that. Now, this is one of the biggest risks to the society that we are likely to have it. Now, we all know like AI is improving, okay, and AI slowly is going towards understanding our human beings' level of intelligence, and also there is a discussion about AGI, artificial general intelligence, where they will reach a similar intelligence that basically means right now they have not reached. Correct? That means our intelligence as a human is still better than AI intelligence. But the concern is that the way we use our tools, the AI tools and other things, we don't use our brain. We are losing our intelligence over time. So whether AI will improve or not, that's a separate problem. But we are losing our intelligence. So we are actually becoming dumber day by day by not using our brain in a proper manner. So this is what is a major concern that is likely to happen very soon. Like the way like we used to remember lots of mobile numbers before the mobile phones came, correct? We used to remember that. But after mobile number came, we don't even remember any numbers. Except my wife's number, I don't remember any number. So that is how the things are. So this is something which is very risky and then very kind of concern that we should not be doing that. So the how do we handle that? It's basically we need to have human in the loop for any AI solutions that we are going to look at. In fact, people are now the kids are thinking in the way AIs are thinking. Like day before yesterday, I was watching the IPL match, and I was me and my son were watching. We saw the score; it was very bad in the beginning. So my son went to do something. Then when I came back, I said, "Now you predict what will be the score." He looking at that 26 for 3 or something. He said maybe around 50. I said, "No, now they're 150." No, you didn't tell me the context, whether it is positive or negative. I said, what language is this? I have never. What is this? What is this language? Because if my wife tells that the door is open, I know it is fridge door is open. I never asked whether you should have told the fridge door is open, but I know it is fridge door. So this is how a human brain works. Now your brain has stopped working in that way. You have now understood that you have to think in an AI way. That's a very difficult thing that we need to address. So this I thought is it's a kind of framework. Very recently, I think 2 3 days back, there is a person called Ans Mehra. So he has put up this as a safe framework where you have to stay relevant in the AI era. How do you? So this has to be part of the curriculum of the students. I felt because of course it still needs the way how to put it and all. For example, if I just tell a very simple story, that two friends went to the jungle. I think everybody would have heard about this story that they went to the jungle and then they saw a tiger. So when they saw a tiger, one guy started opening his shoes, and then other guy looked at him and said, "What do you feel? By removing this shoe, you can run faster than the tiger." He said, "No, I don't have to run faster than the tiger. I have to run faster than you." So we have to be a little ahead from others. But the concern is we feel that by using ChatGPT we are ahead from others. But why? The other person is also have access to ChatGPT. How can you be ahead from that? That is when the agentic AIs are very important because which are focused towards doing something specific for you. That is where we need to look at. And I will not go detail into that. I have given the link there. You can go. He has a 1.5 hours of video, and also in the LinkedIn he has a article on this framework. But what he says important is that SOPs. We should have SOPs for everybody. Future agentic AIs will work with SOP. You need to tell them what to do. You cannot expect them to say that no, this has to be done. You need to define that. So the experience is very important there. So people feel that okay, all these experienced people are now useless. Now only the youngsters are good. It's not. The experience, how an institution was built, and if you are moving towards AI, the building process is very very important. That has to be incorporated into the workflow of a kind of agentic AI. That's very important. So and also it is important that we do read, write, and document and be aware of the latest development. That's very important in this. And the most important is the human in the loop because the thinking part has to be done by you. Intelligence is there, but the thinking part, what question to ask, that has to be defined by you. And the better question you ask, the better answer you will get. For example, if I look at this room and then look at say I want a design, I want to ask a question. For me, I don't know the proper vocabulary to ask. I will say, okay, put some 10 chairs and then one table to but an interior design will have a proper vocabulary to ask. So obviously, when an interior design asks a question and I ask a question, the interior designer is supposed to get a better answer than me. So experience and the domain knowledge are not going to die down anywhere. That is going to be useful in future. So there is no concern that people feel that you will lose jobs. We were talking about Oracle removing some 20,000 people from the things in the name of AI. But then let me tell you, if you are internal to Oracle, AI is used just as a buzzword to remove people. They want to find out some people to remove, so they use it. Only 10 or 15 people of the percent of the people only can be replaced by AI, not these 20,000 people which are actually removed from that. They cannot be replaced by AI. So it's a kind of tactics. Okay, I can always use to remove people. So then gives a panic to people outside. Students who are studying computer science, they say, "Oh, Oracle has removed this many people. That means I will not have a job." But no, that's certainly not. You look at physical AI is going to be the next boom in the world. So AI using in physical world is very important. That should be used. Then the other thing is running in arbitrage. Arbitrage is basically nothing but you anything that you study now becomes kind of modified in another quarter of a year or 3 months or something. So there is nothing like what you call that new. Okay, I studied it now. Now my throughout my life I will use it. No, that's not possible. You need to move faster, learn difficult things, and ask questions to AI. Then product is not no longer a mode, which is something which is now reverse engineering is not a very difficult thing with AI. So I can design. I can suppose I want to clone Instagram. I will be able to do it. But Technical glitch, but yes, this is what AI has to solve one day. That automatically is to connect. I think we need to design an agent. Huh? If people can do that. Go ahead. Okay. So suppose I want to clone Instagram. It's very easy for me to do. I will just go to ChatGPT and say I want to design a website similar to Instagram. That's very easy. But then can I get the trust, the number of subscribers that Instagram gets it? No, I will not be able to get it. That is something which again has come over time with experience and all those things. So that cannot be compromised in terms of having these technologies available. And staying employable is very, very important. Vocabulary is very, very important. And of course, until unless you are in good health, you will not be able to do a good job. So it's very important that these five key skills has to be taught to the students so that they become kind of relevant in the era of AI. So in the end, I want to say what must change as a nation, that there are lots of strategic gaps in India that must be addressed. While the world is going in a different direction, we also should not lag behind. Investing in compute infrastructure that is subcritical. We currently have subcritical AI infrastructure. The right hand side, the image that you see, is our HPC facility at Port Paradigm Institute. We are enhancing it with another 4 petaflop of computing soon with GPUs. Around 80 H200 GPUs is what we are adding, and mostly to do AI related work. Then there is a lack of sovereign models. I think yes, the country is looking at small language models rather than looking at large language models at this point of time, because we don't have the infrastructures to develop a large language model. But okay, but India specific models we need to design, and the talent depth is that's where the institutions like Army College and all come in, where we have to create strong AI research manpower that we need. And the major concern is the fragmentation of academia, lab, industry working in silos. That is something that is what we are trying to solve it with this workshop. Maybe we are trying to look at whether Fourth Paradigm Institute and Army College and similar institutions can come together and work together. And that is when we can use your student strength with our intellectual scientists working in areas of interest. How do we work together to do something for the country, but much better manner? So I thank you very much again for inviting me, and then allow me to speak here for maybe more than the time that was allocated to me. Thank you very much. Any question? Anybody has question? Okay.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate your reflections on human centric science, which offered us much to contemplate. It is now time to hear from our guest of honor. They say that technology is best when it brings people together, and through his leadership at IEEE, our next guest has done just that. I invite Ms. Kartika to read the profile of Dr. Chengappa MR, Chair-elect IEEE Bangalore section.
Good morning to all. Today, we are delighted to have with us Dr. Chengappa Emma, who is a senior technologist, IEEE leader, and industry strategist with over 15 years of experience in telecommunications, cloud-native systems, and next-generation network architectures. He currently serves as the chair-elect of the IEEE Bangalore section and vice chair for industry relations at the IEEE India Council, driving initiatives that bridge academia, industry, and standards ecosystems under the theme IEEE for Industry and Industry for IEEE. Professionally, he has deep expertise in 5G, Open RAN, NFV, and cloud native telecom, with hands on experience in virtualized RAN, mobile core networks, and AI driven network optimization. He has contributed to telecom innovations and holds a granted US patent in virtualized RAN power management. Within IEEE, Dr. Chengappa has played a key role in scaling one of the world's largest sections, contributing to major flagship conferences and humanitarian initiatives like IEEE Sites and Move India, while also supporting global pre-standardization efforts such as IEEE SA OWO SOH. A strong advocate for lifelong learning, industry academia collaboration, and emerging technologies like Gen AI and agentic intelligence, he continues to mentor professionals and students while shaping future-ready technology ecosystems. Please join me in extending a warm and respectful welcome to Dr. Chenkapa and inviting her to the stage.
Good morning, all. I said good morning. I still don't feel the enthusiasm for. So I don't have any slides today. Still, is it? Okay, all right. So the audience online can hear me. Okay, well. So after that elaborated slides from GK Patra, so I thought that I will keep my talk very impromptu. So I have some experience to share with you. A student was recently given a programming assignment, and instead of writing the code, you all know that he used AI tool to generate the solution, and in seconds he gave it to his faculty. And the faculty asked, "Can you really explain the code?" Then he said that I don't know, like how it works, but it is giving me the proper output and it runs. So, what do you think that is this a success or a failure? Sir says it's a failure, but just the reality. So, how many of you agree with this? Uh, well, because this is probably sometimes the first time that like we are also seeing a paradigm shift when we are talking about teaching, right? And since this is a FDP, so I thought that why not focus on like can we really change the way of how we are teaching in the era of AI? Not like probably emphasizing on the regular ways that we have been doing so far, right? Uh, Again, the student has provided the output uh, without understanding the process and still has evaluated on that competence, right? So when we overall see the objective, the student was given a programming assignment, he completed it, and he delivered the output. But has he really understood what was the assignment and what the programming was allowed to do? So how many of you are from like teaching computer science here? The faculties who are attending. Okay. So have you heard about this name called as Edgar Dijkstra? Have you heard about this name, Dijkstra? Yeah.
So what is he known for? So there is also something he is known for. So I encourage all the faculties who is teaching computer science to go back and look at this paper, which he had written long back, which is titled in a very vague form. It's titled Cruelty of Teaching Computer Science. So please, like, once you go back to your desk, so look into it. So the crux of this paper is, like, he emphasizes that when we are teaching, it has to be like simplicity, correctness, and also clarity has to be there. And it is, you believe that, like, before we understand, it must be built and must be there then before we execute it. But is it really happening in the era of AI as we are doing it? So how many of you really feel that teaching has to happen in classroom? Should teaching really happen in classroom? Yes or no? To some extent. I would really say that, yeah. So madam is there. So I am of the opinion that teaching should really not happen in classroom. It has to be learning. The other way to ask is, we are teaching, are they really learning? Right. So, and I see that this FDP, which is phased for the next 5 days, create sort and a very nice way. So day one, I think, like, we are building on the foundation of intelligence. So we have the scientists from CS 4PI Bangalore who would be touching on GANs, defeat models, transformers, and this is where we understand that machines learn patterns. What is that, like, we have faculties to take from this? So it is basically, again, so we are teaching the students how this model work or just use them to use it. The end of the day, so understanding probability distribution is very different from calling just another API on how the AI is working. So just when we were having the conversations in the principal's chamber, he was talking about probability distributions and why it is very relevant in the day of AI. So earlier when students used to learn, they would say that, like, me as a computer science student, what I would be doing with this probabilistic equations, or even like probably learning operations theory or probability and statistics, how this is correlating to me doing something in computer science, right? So, but today we have an answer in the AI era. So day two, I think, like, we are focusing on LLMs and applications where we are exploring LLMs, real world applications. Uh, but do we really make the students understand why the LLMs fail? Right? So this is something we can take back because Patra sir was very much explaining, right? So we have hallucinations. Why do we have hallucinations? Because it is on the data which is fed into the model. So are we feeding it with a biased data or unbiased data which is leading to these hallucinations? So again, so these are not bugs, but these are the properties of the system. So what is the key takeaway here? So are we really teaching the students a system level thinking approach on why these things are being filled? So I think day three, we are focusing extensively on agentic AI, where it basically from assistants to actors, tools to autonomous systems, systems that take decisions, trigger actions, influence the outcomes. So now let us ask ourselves, who would be accountable when AI agent makes a wrong decision? We are building AI to take a decision, right? So when an system is making a wrong decision, who is that to be blamed? Is it the students, is it the faculties, or is it the institution? This is where the paradox of building a responsible systems comes in. And are we really teaching that to the students? And of course, the fourth day, I see that, like, we are focusing on mathematical foundations because in a world of APIs, frameworks, pre-trained models, mathematics is the only thing that gives you the clarity and control. And is this emphasized enough with the students these days? Or they take mathematics as just another tick mark to go to the next semester without seeing that how these things are being applied in a real world applications. And this does not relate only to computer science, right? So this is cutting across against the field. So we as the institutions, the faculties, are we making the attempt to make the students understand that where we are taking the fundamentals of the things that they learn in mathematics to the applications in their respective fields, be it electrical, electronics engineer, or mathematics, or even building the AI models. So as a faculty, can we see that like how we can bridge this from learning fundamentals in mathematics to how this correlates to building an application, a robust application, a reliable systems when we are looking from an AI perspective. And day 5, I think, so we are like branching out into generative AI and on building real systems and responsible AI. I see that like have sessions on AWS, guardrails, multimodal systems. This is where everything comes together, right? So because in a real world systems fail, the data is messy, edge causes domination, and responsibility cannot be outsourced to artificial intelligence. So this is where the human in the loop becomes necessary. And definitely like when Patra sir was sharing that shape framework, we all saw that what is that like human in the loop can really do to a systems when it is being built by artificial intelligence. So again, the real shift is from coding to judgment. The coding is no longer a differentiator. AI can code, but what AI can really not do is like take judgment, contextual understanding, and ethical reasoning, which was very well explained in the earlier slides as well. So this is what I had basically had to share. So how we can, as a faculty, shift our focus from traditional teaching to basically, see, nowadays, like as I said, like teaching should not really happen in classroom, right? When the education or the resources are so much democratized, why should students come and learn and sit in the four walls of a classroom? So how can a faculty be involved? So what would be the role of a faculty really? So it has to be more on facilitator, a coach, a mentor to put the students in the right path to say that yes, so this is what we need to be doing. So this is pretty much what I had to share. So while we enjoy learning on the all 5 days, let us also see that like how this is also bringing a change in the paradigm that we teach, and also see that like how we make the students very much responsible, contributing to the national missions as well, while they embark on the AI journey. So it should not be that they are just using the AI tools, but also understand the intricacies of building a responsible systems and see that like how they can optimize the resources as well. It is not just that like we have the resource to our mercy and we can use that. So there is a lot of research which is going on building green and power efficient systems also. So as everyone knows that like AI is energy cluster, right? So we need a large amount of data to generate like just few lines of code using AI. But are the students really looking into that aspect as well? And this is where the other aspects of engineering come into as well, right? So very often mechanical or civil engineering students be sort of pushed aside saying that like we are not having much to contribute in this era of AI. That is not true. So they are the ones who can be responsible for building a power efficient system, a clean efficient system, which augments to how effectively we are using the resources to build the AI systems. So I would again, once again, thank the organizers for putting such a program, and I would really wish that the faculty have lots of takeaway from all the 5 days of this faculty upskilling program. And also, it would be encouraging to see that like how you are like slowly moving from the traditional teaching methodologies also to the new day teaching, and then like facilitating the students to pursue their career aspirations. Thank you. And of course, please don't forget to go and look back to that paper, Priority of Teaching Computer Science.
Thank you, sir. We are grateful for your thought provoking perspective on preparing the next generation for an AI driven world, and also for your message that accountability and judgment cannot be outsourced. Next, we are fortunate to be guided by leaders who believe that innovation is the heart of education. To share her thoughts on this initiative, I now invite Dr. M.V. Renuka Devi, Professor and Dean Academics, to address the gathering.
Thank you. A very good morning to each one of you, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Our student anchor just now was mentioning her preliminary invite that science today is technology tomorrow. So now the order of the day is science today and technology today, sir. So we are seeing the ever evolving changes in the area of AI, which is happening exponentially, and we have to be gear up to that change and become a facilitator for students. That's the challenge for us. So, as the landscape of technology continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace, it is imperative for academic institutions to remain at the forefront of innovation and knowledge dissemination. In this context, I think faculty development program and industrial workshop conducted in hybrid mode on generative AI and agentic intelligence represents a significant step toward empowering educators and bridging the gap between academia and industry. This program is designed to equip faculty members, researchers, and industry participants with a comprehensive understanding of emerging paradigms in artificial intelligence. The hybrid mode of delivery ensures inclusivity, flexibility, and wider participation, enabling both in person engagement and remote accessibility. Through expert lectures, hands on sessions, case studies, and industry interactions, participants gain practical insights into cutting edge tools, frameworks, and applications. This initiative not only enhances faculty competency but also fosters interdisciplinary collaboration and encourages innovation driven teaching methodologies. From an academic perspective, such programs are vital in aligning the curriculum delivery with current industry expectations. Faculty members, who are the key stakeholders, play a vital role in shaping the future workforce, and their exposure to advanced AI concepts ensures that students receive relevant future ready education. Recognizing this transformative impact of AI, we at RVCE have taken proactive steps to integrate AI into our academic curriculum. We have introduced Foundations of AI for Engineers in the first year as a mandatory core course for all branches of engineering, establishing a strong foundational understanding early in their academic journey. Additionally, specialized AI components tailored to respective disciplines have been incorporated into the curriculum in the second and third year. Furthermore, AI concepts and applications have been embedded across courses wherever feasible, ensuring a holistic and pervasive learning experience. So, this FDP and industrial workshop serve as a catalyst in this broader vision, reinforcing our commitment to academic excellence, industry relevance, and technological leadership. So, this is my thoughts on this workshop, and I congratulate the department and the chair elect from IEEE's Bangalore section and CSIR for PI to helping us out. Thank you very much, and hope there will be a fruitful interaction and collaborative learning. As sir just now mentioned, The same concept should work here also. We are teaching, are they learning? So hope our students, our participants also have this learning experience through this workshop. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your constant guidance and support. To conclude this formal inauguration, I invite Dr. Usha J, Branch Chair IEEE RVC Chapter, to propose the vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries, honored guests, dear participants, colleagues, and beloved students. As we conclude this beautiful inaugural ceremony, my heart is filled with gratitude, pride, and a deep sense of purpose. Today, we have not merely inaugurated a program, we have opened a gateway to imagination, innovation, and impact. It is my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion, marking the inauguration of our faculty development program and industrial workshop on generative AI and agentic intelligence, technically co-sponsored by IEEE Bangalore section. Jointly organized by Department of MCA, RVCE, and CSIR, Fourth Paradigm Institute, Bangalore. This workshop is a testament to what collaboration, vision, and collective passion can achieve. Our sincere and heartfelt thanks to our beloved Rashtriya Shikshana Samiti Trust for nurturing RVCE with unwavering commitment and for empowering us to pursue excellence in every endeavor. We are highly grateful to our chief guest and convener, Dr. G.K. Patra, Director, CSIR, Fourth Paradigm Institute, for your inspiring address and for illuminating the transformative possibilities of AI. Your words have set a powerful tone for the days ahead. I request Dr. Renuka Devi Madam to hand over a memento as a token of her appreciation. Thank you, Madam. We are deeply grateful to our guest of honor, Dr. Changappa MR, Chair-elect IEEE Bangalore section, for his thoughtful insights, warmth, and vision. I now request Dr. Jasmine to hand over a memento as a token of our appreciation. Thank you, ma'am. Our heartfelt thanks to our beloved principal in absentia, Dr. K.N. Subramania, sir, for his visionary leadership, who has inspired and motivated us by constant encouragement and for guiding RVCE toward global excellence. In absentia, our heartfelt thanks to our beloved Vice Principal, Madam Dr. Geeta K.S. Your support and motivating presence uplift every initiative we undertake. And in, I think Dr. Renuka Devi Madam is representing both of them. So our heartfelt thanks to Madam Dean Academics for her gracious presence and motivating words. Thanks to our chief patrons and advisory committee for their wisdom, guidance, and for shaping this program with such clarity and purpose. A special note of gratitude to Dr. Jasmine K.S., Director, MCA, and convener, whose welcome address beautifully captured the spirit of this workshop. To all the conveners, thank you for your tireless efforts, coordination, and dedication in facilitating this workshop. So I extend our heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Asha Purna Mandi, Scientist E, Big Data Research and Supercomputing Division, CSIR 4PI, for her exceptional support in coordinating with the conveners and ensuring the smooth scheduling of the SDP. Your commitment and behind the scene efforts have been invaluable, ma'am. Thank you. We express our deepest gratitude to the distinguished resource persons who will be leading us through this intellectual rich journey. Resource persons from CSIR 4th Paradigm Institute, Tata Consultancy Services, Indian Institute of Science, Fine Loop, and Cloud Kinetics. Their expertise and generosity in sharing knowledge will elevate the quality and impact of this program. We are truly honored to be associated with each one of you. We would like to thank the HODs, Deans, and Associate Deans for their constant support, collaboration, and encouragement across the departments in RVCE. Thanks to the participants from industry and academia, your presence enriches this workshop. Thank you for choosing to learn, share, and grow with us. A word of thanks to our faculty, staff, and students. Your enthusiasm and creativity fuels our academic spirit by meticulous planning to ensure success of every event and initiative taken by us. Also, I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to everyone who has contributed their support directly, indirectly for this faculty development program. As we step into this 5-day journey, let us remember that generative AI and agentic intelligence are not just technologies, they are catalysts for reimagining the future. Let us learn with curiosity, collaborate with openness, and innovate with courage. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each one of you for making this inaugural session meaningful, inspiring, and unforgettable. May the coming days be filled with discovery, dialogue, and a joy of shared learning. Thank you, one and all.
Audience, please note we'll be having a photo session now, so I request all of you to come forward. Participants and HODs.